right, you know, from the moment we're born, we're building relationships, you know, relationships that shape who we are.
Yeah, and our next guest is someone who definitely understands the importance of great relationships. So please welcome back to the show the host of Positively America, Mr. Ernie.
Good to see you guys. How are you this morning?
And we brought food. How about that?
We have a relationship with food, that's for sure.
I have a really great relationship.
I saw you filling up on that chocolate cake.
Listen, that with the whipped cream.
It's unbelievable. You know, look, we talk about relationships. Yeah, it is the cornerstone of happiness. We all know that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, you know, it's all about our emotional well-being, and it has to do with primarily your family, the people that you're the closest to. But the relationships really help to build character, and it gives you a sense of self-confidence, and it's also helping us to make good decisions. If you have a good relationship with someone in your family or a friend, you can sit down and say, Craig, help me out here. I need some help. You know, this is a way that you can really help each other.
A lot of people define their lives now based on the relationships they had with their family and people growing up.
Yeah, and role models. I think role models are very important. I know that we're doing a special interview, and you're going to share a little bit of that before we go on the air.
Speaking of models, how about a supermodel, Carol Alt?
Yeah.
Relationships are everything. You know, if when things go wrong with my health or with my work, I turn to my sisters and my mother. They're the most unbelievable source of comfort to me.
Yeah, her mom, Muriel, and she was a model too, by the way. But her dad was a firefighter. He was a Bronx fire chief.
Oh, wow.
And had a lot of influence on her, and she learned about caring, giving. I mean, listen, you run into a burning building. Yeah. But, you know, you find out about a lot of things when a person talks about their relationships. And she talked about her parents. And also when you think about the influence, because he influenced her to volunteer, to be involved with charities. You know how important volunteering is?
Yeah.
Take a guess, how many millions of Americans volunteer every year?
Oh, I couldn't even guess.
60 million.
Wow.
4 billion hours of free time. And where does it go? A lot of parents in schools, corporations, there's a lot. You guys volunteer. You do some work.
Yeah.
Something special that you like?
Not lately. I haven't done anything lately, but I know that Hazel. Well, I mean, you're a mom.
Well, yeah.
Talk about relationships.
I volunteer at my kids' school all the time,
Parenting
as much
is
as
a
I
big
can.
thing. Absolutely. People do that. There's a lot of food collection, distribution. I do a lot of things with St. Francis food pantries. You know, when you're giving, it's something really important. They have done studies, and you find out that if you volunteer, you live longer.
Wow.
Absolutely, because, you know, it's a chemical reaction. It improves your sense of being. It improves your immune system. So if you're giving to other people and they're giving back to you, there's a sense of well-being that comes from that. So I'm very big on volunteering. I think it's very important to
A lot of people retire and volunteer because it continues their sense of purpose.
Yeah, and when you're hiring people, they also look to see what kind of activities you're involved in, outdoor activities. Where do you go? Where do you spend your time? And if a person does have a giving attitude and spends time trying to improve other lives, that makes them a better worker. And I think that's part of what we're talking about on our Sunday morning show.
And I try to instill that same those beliefs with my kids.
Help someone, help someone,
If the
help
kids
yourself.
end up hearing from you and they hear what you're caring about, and you show them, and it's LOV, right? If you show them the love, if you make sure that they understand that you care about them, then they'll make better decisions. They'll grow up to be better citizens, and we need that more than ever these days.
Oh, don't we ever?
Always.
My goodness, I mean, how much more do you have to deal with the negativity out there? But positive work, good volunteering, and someone like Carol Alt, by the way, she's still very relevant, you know. She's doing movies. She's shooting films, and she still models. Can you believe that?
Well, she is stunning.
Yes.
She is stunning.
She's done it all. But these are the things that we talk about on the morning show, and getting a lot of feedback. People love watching us on Pix 11 on Sunday mornings. It's 6 o'clock. But a lot of people, you know, DVR, and they watch it, and they watch it live. I like to get up at 6 o'clock and watch it myself.
Hey, listen, I tell you, we always like ending on a positive note, don't we?
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Thank
I want to get some of that chocolate cake.
There's plenty in the back.
I'm going back
and grab some biscuits.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Ernie. And it continues on Positively America with Ernie Anastos, which airs right here on Sunday mornings, as he mentioned, at 6 o'clock.